going to quickly walk you through how to log in and input your time. So you're going to click on your icon here. Davico Mobile is what we have it saved as, and it's going to pop up here. This is the mobile version, and you're going to get your client ID, login, and password information from the payroll department. So I'm just going to pull the phone back really quick and type that information in. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit log in. If this is your mobile device and you want it to always remember you, you can simply click this box here. Otherwise, leave that blank. And it's going to ask you for your current location. Make sure to leave this and say okay, because if you hit do not allow, then it will not let you log in. So make sure you always click okay, and this may appear each time you're logging in. So then you'll see the option to select your punch type. We're going to clock in. So now you'll see it spinning. What's happening is it's searching for your particular projects that you are scheduled on. And it's okay if it takes a little second, just because it beats having to type in all this information. And they're going to all say unassigned there. So now you'll see the projects that you're actually assigned on. So admin and none are the two. So we're going to select the admin. And then it'll populate out the store number, account number, and your PM. For those ones where we have no values, it'll say none. If you have multiple stores that you're assigned to under this one project number, then they'll appear here. So when you hit that button, then you'll simply select the one. If it's multiple ones, you want to be sure you're selecting the correct one there. If you drop this box down and you're just like, okay, my project number is 1000, and you do not see it on this link, so what you'll do is you'll simply put it on the none, and it's going to populate out the rest of the nones there. And then in this notes section here, you want to key in your correct project number or your project manager, because that's going to alert us on how to get your punch that you just input corrected, so that it's going to the right place, and then go ahead and get you assigned to it so you don't have this problem next time. And then you want to simply hit save. We're just going to hit cancel since this is training. If you want to input time on your time card, travel time, or if you are a project working employee and you want to input your work hours for a project, you will not use the punch type button there. That is only for work hours for projects. So if you're traveling, then you'll see here this button with the little pencil. That's where you're going to input travel time, and then that's where you're going to also input project time. Anytime outside of work time. So you want to hit that. And then for your day that you have your hours on outside of your actual work time, so your travel time or your project time, you just want to hit the plus sign there. And then let it process and open up. Oh, sorry. And it's going to have your options here. So you have your travel time or your project time. So we're just going to put 2 hours of travel time in here. So 8 a.m. we're going to do till 10 p.m. So just flip around the button there, 10 p.m. and hit done. So, oh, I'm sorry, that's supposed to be 10 a.m. So go back in there, make a correction, 10 a.m. And then select the project number that it's going to go to. And then same thing, it'll populate out the additional items. If you have any notes here, you want to put those there. Your manager and payroll will be able to see those notes, and you want to click the add button. Now, if you have, let me say, if you have layover, per diems, then it's going to be the little checkbook there. So you just want to click the add new button. And be sure you're watching your dates when you're doing everything, because you want to make sure you have your information on the correct dates. So the date we're on is the 26th. If we need to change that date, if you're, because it'll default to the current date. So if you're doing it as you should and on the current date, you should not have to change that. And then the units is going to be 1. 1 is the only number you can use here because you can't get 2 of those in one day. And be sure that you also select your project number and then let it populate out and then hit save. And like I say, if you have per diem, phone per diem, this is where you put this. And then if you have New York or Hawaii working, if you're working in New York or Hawaii, then you'll select per diem, New York, Hawaii. And then projects. So projects is going to be for employees who are project based, and you will know who you are if you're project based. And what will happen is if you complete 5 projects today, you'll select projects, and for the units, then you'll just click on that option there and you'll input your 5, hit done. Make sure you select your labor level. Once it goes through, then you want to hit save. And here you'll have you can go back to home, which will allow you to punch, or time card, which will get you back to the screen so that you're able to input travel time and project time, and also per diems and layovers. So this little button here is very important. If you any moving around you want to do in the app, if you want to see the details of your work week, you just simply click on details. And it's going to go out there and pull up your week of information. Your pay, it's actually set by the pay period. So it'll go out there and pull that up for you. And then it'll display it here by the day. And it'll tell you how many times in these check marks. So it's all your data there. And then if you want to do any entry, then you'll click on the entry there. It's going to be very simple once you get in here and get to maneuvering around, and you're back to this screen, and that's where you have your options for your additional time work, such as travel hours. Do not include travel hours in work hours, and then you have your punch time for your per diems. All right, if you have any questions, always contact our payroll department.